We are live. We are live. Like, share, subscribe, comment. It is your boy, Zulu Gullah. And we are back. And excuse me, got a little allergies. Feeling better. Um, Starting to get the schedule back a little bit. I'm trying for y'all. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep swinging at it. So I did a stream earlier related to this, especially sharing the images associated with both streams, the same image. And, you know, you either have to be aware and understand your reality and embrace it, or you can be delusional, as they say. We really label women delusional, but men are delusional too, right? And for the most part, I think that there's been dishonesty about which gender uh, has a responsibility in their role of the negativity that goes between the two, right? Women tend to get upset because there's more emphasis on them, but they don't understand that they actually do way more harm than men, right? I was telling somebody today, right? Like, women get more attention than men. They've always gotten attention. Attention has become the new currency within the last decade, but they have always gotten attention. It was just that other things was more important, and as time went on, um, the things that were truly most important, the things that centered around stability, um, excuse me, got pushed back to the back burner, right? But women have always got more attention than men, so that means they have more options. They have more things to choose from and offered to them and to consider, right? Well, for a long time now, women have exploited that, and they misuse that as well. They line a lot of guys up, they categorize and box a lot of guys for different reasons, and they try out a lot of guys, you know, and men don't have that luxury. We just don't have that luxury unless you're a certain kind of man who reached a certain kind of status. Like, you have to check off a lot of boxes as a man to have that free range, right? So when you as a woman get all these options and you're trying them out, you know, you really do more than a man does out here in the world. You really do. And men like me know this. You know, Men like me, I fall in a certain category or group of aware men, men of understanding, to know that the average woman, and with men being different, we don't rate women based off of a lot of criteria that y'all base on men. We don't do that. You know, we take a broke woman, we take a regular woman, we take a woman that's a clerk or a waitress. We do that. Y'all don't even respect hardworking blue collar men. Y'all won't even take a bus driver. But men flock to regular average women in droves. So knowing this and understanding this, and y'all know the attention y'all get, and y'all know the amount of men you get to choose from, and y'all know what y'all do. Knowing and understanding this, We know, especially in hookup culture, single is not single. It may not be a full blown committed relationship, but you are not single. You have hookups, you have a rotation, you have male friends, and you have situations. So single is really not single, right? And here we interview. Not only that, we use our brain over here. We dissect and decode. And a woman saying she's single to me is different from her saying she's single to a regular dude who doesn't have the capacity that I have, right? Or like us over here. And she wouldn't be able to back that up because, I test them. I interview them and I test them. I question them. I don't care. You know, I am not going to be the guy last in line. I'm going to be in the front. Nobody's going to be behind me, and I'm not going to be last. If a woman tries to do anything outside of me being the only person in line and in front, she will be bypassed or thrown back to the streets. Period. We're going to get that understood. At this particular point, you know, my process of elimination is so strict that really a female, if I'm dealing with a local, modern, westernized woman, that's if I'm dealing with. She cannot have been in town, particularly new. She has to be damn near new to the state within the first couple months. Really, that's what I'd be looking for. I wouldn't look for a female that has been in a place uh over 6 months, preferably out of state, right? I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. Do you gentlemen know how many men these women rack up the longer they stay in the city, how many dates they go on, how many different men that they go on dates with, how many of those men they make male friends? Even if they haven't went on dates, they got them as male friends in line. Uh, if it's not dates, it's meetups. And make no mistake, women like sex just as much as men. Women are cheating more than men, and women have always liked sex just as much as men. Women not only date just to be going on the date to get food. See, that's the cover up. Here's some game for y'all, man. Because if don't nobody else give y'all the game, I'm gonna give you the game, right? When these women say they go on dates for food, that is a lie. They try to make a joke about it. That's they want you to look at them in the least amount of negativity by saying that they went on a lot of dates just for food. That is not true. Women go on dates, yes, for food and for any kind of free things and gifts that they can get, any kind of benefits they can get from a man. They're going to get it at any level, whether just meeting you before being exclusive, supposedly being exclusive, uh, during a relationship, even after a relationship. Because even after a relationship, women try to take pride on ending on good terms so you can still be a friend so they can benefit some kind of way. But these women go on dates to also see if they can test your wallet, check your wallet and test it, and if they can manipulate you and control you to get you under the love spell. And they also, as much as they like sex, they try out sex with different men because they want what they call good sex and the best sex they can get. Don't be fooled by the claim that they go on dates for food alone. You guys have to understand that women don't go on dates just for food. They go on dates for many things that they can benefit from, and they definitely like to try out sex, right? You guys got to understand this. Don't be fooled. On Destro Reborn right now, like I've been telling y'all when I first seen that Steve Harvey show where that woman went on 100 dates in a year, on Destro Reborn right now, he's got a short out where a woman's admitting to going on 90 dates with 90 different men for food. And I guarantee you, she did more than just go and get food with many of those men out of those 90 men, right? We have allowed to accept single mothers. We have allowed to accept whores and leftovers for a long time. And if you aren't aware by now that there is a line of men behind every woman that you meet, and if you do not address that as early and upfront as possible, you deserve what you get. You deserve what you get. I have told you guys, I have gave you guys the game. I gave you the real game, and it is up to you now. What do you want to do? For me, with the understanding that I have, I cannot be a fool because I have become aware even more than ever, right? And this is what it is. Don't let guys tell you body count don't matter. Dating coaches, game coaches, content creators, podcasters. Don't let nobody tell you body count don't matter. Don't let nobody tell you that you should not interview a chick. Don't let nobody tell you any kind of answer of something is not your business. Why would you, from dating to a relationship to marriage, not understand the history of the female that's standing in front of you, who is trying to portray herself as qualified and as a good person? Why would you not understand what you're dealing with? It is crazy to me, right? I do not like leftovers. I am not going to share a woman. I am surely not going to take leftovers and share a woman and do everything I'm supposed to do as a man and pay, from getting to know a woman to dating to a relationship to marriage. I am not about to do all that under the circumstances you see in the image. And at any point, at any point, knowing any kind of woman, does it make sense for you, like they say, pay full price for you to do your role as a man, protect, provide, care about, work hard, build, be productive? Do you think that investment just paying out in general, it is okay under the circumstances you see in the image? Do you think that is okay? It's not even okay to take a woman on a date who's hiding dating other men and definitely sleeping with other men or somebody. It is not okay for her to sit across from you and present herself as a good person and agree to get to know each other and hide and be dishonest about anything. It's called integrity. Whether you're in, it's not, you do not have to get tricked into being responsible for a woman by being exclusive in a relationship in order for you to get honest answers and truth and information so you can make informed decisions. Agreeing to get to know somebody is agreeing to get to know somebody. That's an agreement. And that requires truth. When I say, hey, may I get to know you? May we get together sometime? Uh, Definitely talk and converse, and communicate and see, about knowing who we are to one another. I would like for you to get to know me. I would like to get to know you, you know, exchange information about each other. And that requires honesty and integrity of its own. It doesn't have to go as far as a relationship and being exclusive. You need to know what you're dealing with. A woman shouldn't allow a man to spend money, time, and energy if she is not 100% open and free, and especially has the courage, the discipline, the integrity, and the honor to tell the truth about herself. This is why I tell y'all stop dating. We used to date blindly and openly, and women would just have different men doing different things and they shop to see who's going to do the most for them. They're shopping you, right? This is the utmost game and understanding you can get right now. This is why I tell y'all stop listening to these dudes that keep telling you to date. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm telling you to stop dating or to make the woman earn the date. And I'm telling you to require information and honesty up front and to interview a woman. If you're going to deal with a westernized woman, I'm stepping the game up as we go along because things are getting worse. So I'm stepping the game up and giving you and some more techniques and tactics to back up a strenuous process that we already developed over here. Now, when you're dealing with a westernized woman, you really need to find a woman that's from out of state that hadn't been in town long. Because the longer she's been there, the more men she's going to be around, the more men she's going to go on dates with, sleep with, the more places she's going to go to these dates and stuff. I'm telling you, man, by the time you get to a modern Western woman that has lived in a place for a long time and is single and especially up in age, it's all math and calculation after that. It's all math and calculation. You know what I'm saying? You estimate the number of dudes that she's been with. She's going to tell you about some, but trust me, that has nothing to do with her DMs. The guys she's made male friends, the guys she's casually had sex with, hooked up with, dated. The few that she's going to tell you about, you have to also estimate and calculate that. And the average man takes a woman on 3 to 4 dates. So, you times that, you know what I'm saying? By the time you get done, every recreational, nightlife, uh, hospitality, uh, areas of town, she's been to them all. By the time you get to her, there's nothing left. So this is what I'm emphasizing now that you really, if you're not going to Passport and you're going to deal with local women, you better find you one that's from out of state that ain't been in town maybe a couple months. Might be able to stretch a few months, but I'm telling you, 6 months or more is just about over. That's already 10, 20 guys, you know, and the dummy on the end in the image, that is so out of date. Mindset wise, it's so goofy and out of date. This is the game that they've been running for a long time now, since they discovered attention as a currency and pushed the standards that really meant something, the things that centered around stability that was in the front. They pushed all that to the back for attention converted into currency. Social media, DMs, emails, apps, dating sites, you know. So It's up to you guys to understand. You want to keep listening to these guys on YouTube talking about dating. They always got something bad to say about passport bros. They got something to say about guys that uh, do the complete opposite. Once the red pill really kicks in and their understanding kicks in, and they deem the environment unacceptable, period. It's not to get ganged up, to go out there and try to dominate a woman, alpha a woman, um, date, to score, and all that old stuff. It's not about that. The real issue is the environment is completely unacceptable. And what are you going to do? You know, are you going to be smart, or are you going to keep being delusional? Because delusion not only applies to women, it applies to men too. Think you're going to go out here and date for success. Think you're going to go out here and run game for success. Think you're going to go out here and be this new and improved alpha and just be able to uh, have your way with women for success. Keep thinking that. The standards for man is high. The code of man is high. The destiny of a man is really embedded upon what he does within his life. It's very high. These guys aren't men. They don't have the code of men. They don't have the masculinity. They don't have a creed. They don't live and die or stand by nothing. Okay. These guys are superficial and materialistic, just as the women that they act like they're going against, but they're not. Everybody knows the dating market here in America is a joke. Everybody knows that dating is not the building block for a family, nor is it involved in traditionalism or a stepping stone. And everybody know the environment is toxic. Everybody know the environment is Sodom and Gomorrah. And there is no reason for you at this moment to try to use a woman as a building block for long term or lifelong purposes. There is no reason. So I give you alternatives, but my ultimate goal is for you guys to build yourselves up and passport. I don't want you doing anything over here. I will make an exception that you do have needs, and if you can meet those needs in a safe, you know, and respectable way until you can really gain freedom, I understand that because it's hard. But for the most part, like just the way that these guys, I mean, it's so annoying now. It's so annoying when I hear the word, the verb dating coming out of these guys in YouTube's mouth, emphasizing on strategies and ways to date. And it's really just the same old shit that's going to lead you to the same old bullshit you've been getting. Absolutely nothing. Even if you do get sex for a while or something like that, you're not going to get something worth building with. You're going to get something temporary. In most cases, you're going to get a whore, and not even a good hoe. You're going to get something that is a risk factor, period. These women cannot get rid of all the experiences they had with different men. Those men become part of their personalities. Those men become part of their DNA. You know, those men become part of their spirits. And you can't take all that different multiple energies that's contained in one being and make something stable out of it or with it. Period. This is your boy, Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment, spread the word. I'm gonna come back with that million members um, part two. So be on the lookout for that. You need to go back and revisit that, and you need to spread the word. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm telling you. I'm trying to set some things up for you guys. You guys got to help us. You got to do your part. All you gotta do is get the numbers up, and it's not gonna be you cash app and super chat me, and I get to stand before you in a fancy studio and talk shit. I'm going to fix it where we're going to give each other money and help each other get the hell on. So you don't have to work hard and bust your ass under the matrix. I'm going to be the real YouTuber if you give me a shot to get the numbers up so we can turn it into a system for us. So keep that in mind. And that's law. That's my word. Waiting on y'all. I'm out. Y'all have a good night. Be best.